control.
Exactly what Jock does. Jock's going to watch everybody doing innocent things. You know, like they're going to be doing peaches or whatever, and people were going to get around that the admins watching everybody's move, and then it's going to cost the server players. Players aren't going to join if they're being watched 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If there's only one person watching them, they'd be fearful that they're not going to role play the Fed, or because he'd be giving our position away, or we can't rob the bank because he'd be telling the cops even before we get set up properly, and all this sort of stuff. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Bollocks. I've seen it happen more than once with a server that Jock has been an admin on. But if that's what he wants to run his server, he's just going to waste his money, because nobody's going to want to. People may join for a while, but he used to complain about the admins on SWORD doing similar things, and he's even worse than them.
Right, what were they doing?
Well, they would go invisible to watch. Like, we used to have Shadocks who used to go invisible as a cop to watch what the cops are doing, and to see the role play and things like that. And then sometimes he'd spawn himself onto a roof of a house as a cop car was driving by and shoot out his tyres while he's invisible.
Shouldn't have been an admin. Total
Exactly.
abuse of power. Yeah. Ultimate arsehole move.
And that's what's up.
And I respect Shadocks as a player. I've seen him in a few people's streams. As you know, big fan of Banana Duck and his classy trolling.
Exactly, Drunzy.
And he's gone up against Shadocks many a time. And to be fair, Shadocks, good player, good role player. I'm surprised, and I'm shocked, and I'm a little disappointed to hear.
Oh, that he used to do more stuff than that.
That he'd get up to stuff like that. Because I don't know the guy. I'm just going by what I'd seen up to now. He played a good role and it was pretty fair aim, so better than me, that's for sure. But I don't know. I guess
type of thing
people's
Jock's
mischief
doing.
just comes out.
Remember, Jock is a guy that planted drugs onto a medic in game and then told the cops about it.
And added me to the wanted list.
Exactly.
I'm the most legal fucking player on that server.
And you trust in Jock, who's done those two things on a server, to be responsible wearing a VR suit? I don't think so.
Well, my argument is like I say, it's all how it's used. Anybody with a half ounce of consideration can see it. There's a big difference in the way that he would want to use a VR suit and the way I would. Like I say, invisibility is king. Watch all you like. Learn how to disconnect your camera from your player in the gorgeous cam. I can't remember what it's called right now, forgive. But that's the way it's done. That's why, that's the best way of doing it. The only time anybody should see the VR suit is right before they leave the server because they've been an arsehole and you needed to talk to them real. At which point, you are nowhere near anybody else that's just minding their business and trying to imagine they're a happy little criminal or a scummy little beach picker or, king of the rebels. I don't care who you are. If you see me in the Tron suit around the game and you're nothing to do with my situation right then, I failed as an admin. I've let you down because I've spoiled your immersion. And that's king, that's why we do this. We all have sucky lives, we want to imagine we're doing something else. Alright, maybe there's a lot of kids that don't just give us shit and they're just trigger happy, but we don't want them. If we're all going to play together, the whole point of roleplay is a shared collective, imagination, isn't it? And for the founder and owner and everything else to just feel it's okay to run into everybody's imaginary bubble and pop it as he likes, well, he's got a bit of learning to do. But maybe given time and the tools, you can educate him,
No. You're flogging it. You'll say, "Oh, you're flogging a dead horse," but in this case, you're flogging a dumb Scotsman. So I have explained to him a
It's his
million
fault, he's
times.
keen.
I've explained to him a million times about this, and he still insists that he's going to stick to the rules. But every time he gets the VR suit, he goes complete opposite of what he's been told he can and can't do with it. It isn't the first time. This is from experience. Ask Cabbage what he's like with a VR suit on.
Well, wait till we get a decent-sized community, and then just put a thread on the forums, sit back and watch the sparks fly. And after 50 or 60 people put up posts saying, yeah, I was at whatnot and I saw him and I didn't have anything to do with that situation and I don't need to be seeing a freaking Tron suit, then maybe you'll learn.
I've always been a believer that it should be taken. If there's any problems, that's not to do with in-game stuff like role play or whatever. If it's somebody's broken a server rule,
TeamSpeak.
they get dragged out on the server, put into TeamSpeak, and they have a talk with the staff. They help the staff to start off with to try and resolve the issue. If they can't, they go up to an admin. If they can't resolve, they go up to the next rank up and so on till they get sorted, or they are banned from the server or put on a warning or whatever. But that's the way it should be, because it's not interfering with anybody's gameplay. Then there's no chance of anything going wrong if it's not being dealt with in game. That's the reason. I think this is the reason why I'm not a joint co-owner with Jock. I'm a community manager instead. So he's the sole owner of the server then, so he can do what he likes basically. And if he pisses me off, he's going to piss a lot more people off.
Well, you got me concerned. I'll give you that.
Well,
I just don't know what else, what you can do. You take the Tron suit off, and
I've explained
he's just
to you 1,000 times what he's like, and you decided to trust him even though he's untrustworthy.
No, it's not a trust thing at all. I made it very clear. Like I can't keep repeating myself. It's like nobody not involved in the situation should see the Tron suit. If you need a Tron suit to underline the fact you're an admin, they only see it when they're on Spawn Island.
He
and
had the
been
same
teleported
rules
away.
on the Elysium server, yet I caught him on camera in the middle of Kavara Square, getting him run over twice, and did nothing about it while he's in his VR suit. And if
I don't give a stuff about the Tron suit, so no Tron suit. But what's he going to do instead? He's still going to do his silly things and jock stuff unless we can convince him to learn to be a better admin.
He should be on the server playing as a normal player, like a cop or whatever, and then any problems deal with it in TeamSpeak if he's needed. But no, we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping that you've managed to get something to sing that sponge of his head, but I very much doubt it. Well, I told him earlier that you was very happy yesterday, and I've known you for quite a long time, and I've never heard you being like that before. And I said you've really pissed everybody off the way you've been treating people. And I said you either sort it out or you're going to lose a lot of friends over it. And that's what
like I said, it's one thing to have a dream. Once you start asking people to help you with your dream, it's not just your dream anymore. It becomes everybody's little thing at the time, and the way he was looking back then, it was just going to run off and forget about it then. And it's like we've barely tried.
That is a good idea. We could actually make the VR suit bright pink.
Oh, I'll have that in that last game.
Bright pink with the gay pride tag on the back of it. You would never fucking wear it. No, that is a good idea. Thank you, Drunzy. I'll have to ask for the condition if he was to wear it. He has to have a gay pride pink VR suit.
Is there a Drunzy in the Twitch?
Yes.
Yay, Drunzy!
She's always in my Twitch.
How you doing, Bobby?
She's good as gold, my Drunzy.
I know, innit? Miss you, Drunzy.
My best moderator. Well, one of my best moderators, I should say. I don't want to insult the other moderators. But 90% of my moderators have been sacked anyway.
Well, what does Drunzy think of the situation? I still say, I don't care about the suit. I'm so unattached to clothing in armour because I die so fast. It's not an issue to me. I don't mind looking like a hobo. I don't give a shit. So, you know, if you think it will alter his behaviour, yeah, I don't care about no VR suit, man. It's nothing special to me. I think it looks a little silly, to be honest, but, you know. But if he hasn't got a VR suit to run around in, he's still going to run around Cavallo, blurting stuff in direct chat, and I don't know how...
Come on, there's got to be one more bale there somewhere.
I don't know how you're going to stop him doing that.
Damn it, I must have picked them all up.
Oh, on a different note, why is it when I load up the editor and I put a helicopter in, I get all of a sudden really ballsy, I can throw this thing around, and I haven't crashed it once. The minute I go on Altis Live, spend $500,000, get a hummingbird, I spank it into the first set of wires or tower there.
Because on the editor, you play it on your on your PC, not on a game server which is going through the internet, so you get a little bit of lag, a little bit of delay sometimes as well.
It's the pressure of not wanting to crash and lose all the money. Plus, like a pillock in front of everybody that gets to me, I think.
Plus, obviously, with the editor as well, you can actually turn the damages off, so you can crash into the ground at full tilt and you won't even damage it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't have much of a fiddle with the editor, but I just thought I'd with me applying for medic on the other server, I thought I'd better just check and see if me joystick's still programmable up and I know what it does.
I'll wait till I see Jock tomorrow now. I'm looking forward to this. We're going to edit it so we can... I'll agree to him wearing his VR suit as long as it's bright pink and has gay pride all over it.
I'll agree to use a VR suit as but only when on Spawn Island.
I'll say we'll see what happens.
Even that should have distilled it down to how I feel, to a small enough chunk of information for Jock to chew on.
Hopefully,
no offence.
Hopefully, but well, there's plenty of offence because Jock will always use the excuse. I don't remember. I don't remember that. I can't remember.
Okay, side roll.
Oh, I forgot. So.
If any admin should see another admin anywhere but Spawn Island, said admin can boot the offending admin to remind him to take off the freaking VR suit the minute he leaves Spawn Island. Simple. Drop down. And as long as we can kick him and remind him, then he'll go, oh, yeah, right then. And then he'll freaking behave.
He'll be, oh, I forgot. I didn't realise I had it on. Where'd that VR suit come from? That'll be the other one. No, we'll see what happens. I'm not going to get into arguments over it. It's a fucking suit, for God's sake. But no, I know what Jock is like. See, I've seen him do it before. But obviously, we give it a try. See how it goes.
Well, we just need to make a decent list of admin procedures to follow. And then we can trap him in the details.
I've told him that it doesn't matter what happens in game. I will never sort out anything in game. If I'm part of hater or whatever and something's gone wrong, I would drag whoever that people is. I put in TeamSpeak to talk to him. Never in game.
Yeah, the only time I deal with somebody in game is if I saw a blatant arsehole trolling Cavallo and being a dick.
You will do.
Just go to Spawn Island
you
and
will
hoover
do.
them up.
You will do,
Just
and he'll probably be wearing a pink VR suit with a fucking gay pride all over it.
Well, in that case, I'll just freaking drop him off at Spawn Island and leave him there for a sec. Oh, dear. I don't know what the solution is, Maxie. He could be a monkey, you're right. Half the time, the darker Machiavellian mischief side of me likes to just sit back and watch the mischief that Jock creates.
You're going to be a community manager the same rank as Cabbage and me.
So I can't be.
What faction are you going to be in charge of or helping to run EMS? You're going to be part of the cops? What?
Cabbage likes the EMS, so I thought I'd be boss of Hato.
You can be boss a hater if you want. Doesn't bother me.
I'm just joking. I'm trolling you, man.
No, it
Come
doesn't
on.
bother. But I'm not.
Come on. You must know me well enough to know when I'm fucking with you.
But I am not biting. That is what I'm saying.
I know, it's very disappointing.
It doesn't matter if I'm in charge of hater or somebody else is, as long as that person knows how
Here's
to
me
run it.
trying to distract you and get a rage on so you crash your combine harvester into a tree and give Dransy a good laugh. And it's just, you're not playing along.
No.
Woohoo, tree! Ah! Sorry,
No.
flying helicopter with left hand.
I've always said that it doesn't matter if I'm in charge of hater or if somebody else is, as long as the person who's actually in charge knows how to run it and runs it properly and is active.
Well, nobody knows better how to run a Hato than you, Shag. I've seen you do it for hours, and I've seen you point out problems and grumble at the new TTOs when they were freaking about and setting up roadblocks. All that. You know, nobody would run a better Hato.
Is doing in the TeamSpeak.
Dunno. I'm using my right hand to push my TeamSpeak button to talk to you, and left hand
I don't know what your left hand's doing.
fly the helicopter with a
is
joystick,
that
and I'm not used to flying with my left hand.
Is that what they call it? Where you
Learning skills. It's a learning day.
You just message
I'm
me
actually pretty good flying joystick with my left hand, surprisingly. Boop-a-da-boop. Ambidextrous is.
I'll have a look, see if it's in there.
Ambidextrous. Oh,
Yep, he is.
oh.
User was moved to your channel.
Yay!
Hello.
Mega
Welcome.
sexy. Right.
Just got put on a list.
Yeah.
Doomy doom. What do you know, kidder?
Was going to put the server down earlier. Turned it off.
Yes, I am aware of this because I was talking to him about it earlier.
I have talked him out of it.
I'm not going to lie to you. I did originally say it wouldn't be the worst decision.
Yeah, well,
But
he told me that he's taking the server offline because he values my friendship rather over the server. I said, well, if you take the server offline, then you've wasted a lot of money because at the end of the month, this server's paid up to the end of the month. I managed to get Matt to come into the TeamSpeak, but obviously you was AFK, so I couldn't get to talk to you. He suggested see if there's a way for the company to roll back the server for 3 days ago. They don't do backups because it's a dedicated server. So there's no way to roll back the server to what was previously on there to 2 or 3 days ago. That was Matt's idea, but Matt is willing to help you to learn about developing the Armour server.
yeah, well, my ask was that we could get the entire Deddy box just wiped and a fresh slate, but apparently that costs money. Because what I'm feeling is a problem is where I'm trying to install files that have already been installed, and no matter how I try and delete them or uninstall them, they're still there. It's causing errors, and it kind of like doubles up. So I can't actually do anything more than create the database at the moment, because there's like between 6 and 8 error messages I can't fix. Which was the original problem, but apparently that costs money, so I'm going to have to go through it all again and try to literally go in and delete every little thing myself.
How much would it cost?
I don't know, I didn't ask.
Chasers was asking whether you connected the database to the server.
I couldn't successfully create the database in the first place.
Ah, right. Because he had
That-
a quick look earlier, and then I said to him, I basically brought him up to speed on where
He shouldn't have been able... Oh wait, no, he should... No, of course he could access it. Because I saved it in the vault, which means anyone can use it.
But as far as I know, he just sort of had a look and left it there. He asked me if you'd been able to connect to database or how far you'd got, and then said like, oh, okay, then I'll leave it.
Yeah, so like, you know how I was that one stage off? Like, I've now figured out why me deleting everything I've deleted was a terrible idea, but I can't go back and undo it.
Oh, bum.
Like, because of things I've since tried to reinstall and stuff, and it's just... all going shit
Is there a
face.
system restore built into that version that the Windows of the server's running?
Well, the thing is, it's using a version of Windows I'm not familiar with. It's using Windows Server 2012, and of course, I've never even heard of this before, yet alone used it. It functions very much like Windows 10, though. Is what I'm seeing, like the way that you navigate it.
It would all depend on whether or not system restore was set up. You know, the Windows flavoured system restore was set up at the time. Whether they come with it auto-enabled, I don't know. Might be worth a look, just to see if it has been farting any spawn points. So you'd have to log into it and go to the Windows button and get yourself to the search and do the and just see if you can find any restore points or something that it might have been coughing out lately. Don't know.
Well, I've sent Jock a message. I've asked him how much the server reset will cost. But of course, this is Jock we're talking about, so we could be here a while.
Well, earlier on when I was listening, Matt said something. No, not Matt. What's his name?
Jesus.
No, the other fella, Max's mate.
Matt.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
Matt Shanks.
tis Matt.
Yeah, Matt Shanks.
Multiple Matt syndrome problem. There you go. Exquisite. When he was, I lost my thread now. Yeah, when he was asking Jock to contact them and see if they could do a server rollback, 72-hour rollback. Jock's first thought is, oh no, that'll cost money, or Jock loves to put up an obstacle before he's even begun to ask any questions of anybody else. He sees problems before there are problems, so this whole a server restart is going to cost money, a reset is going to cost money. It might not, it might have just been Jock fearing that it might cost him money. But I'm starting to get a bit of a handle on how Jock works, and he seems to, his mind stops him doing so much and making easy, straightforward progress because he imagines obstacles for himself before they've even appeared half the time.
Oh, well, if he gets back to me.
He should do. I think he's playing a game, isn't he?
Ditching about in Gary's mod, probably role-playing hard with somebody. I don't know what you do in Gary's mod, I ain't got it.
Well, he's got. You can role play in it, but
There's lots to do in Gmod.
Dark RP is one of them.
Right on. BRB.
Where's it? There it is. Hopefully Jock will understand, but this is Jock. Let's find the bales. Where far out there, Mr. Bales? Come on. Show the ulterior, I'll take the corner nice and wide. Who's already live been? What's up? What's up? I didn't see. Sorry, mate. I've neglected the chat, so I didn't see that bit come up. So we can get up this hill now without spinning around like we did last time. This. Park some on the grass over here for that. Right. Let's try and get these bales unloaded now. Let's start baling some grass then.
For fuck's sake, White Jock, responding to me.
Hang on. Well, I've messaged him, so hopefully he should get back to you though in a minute. He doesn't, I'll just keep ringing him. That's the answer, you don't.
Nope. It apparently costs £15.
No.
£15 to reset a fucking server.
You're taking the piss, that server company.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I found it for cheaper. Like, I found it for a lot cheaper.
What, the server or the reset?
Well, definitely the server. Like, I don't know the exact specs of the server, but I've seen Daddy boxes for like 50 quid a month.
Is that for armour though, yeah?
It's a Daddy box, it doesn't matter what it's for.
Alright, true. Mm-hmm.
I mean, GTX Gaming or whatever it is, the company Jock has got the server with is meant to be a pretty good service. Well, how they got the reputation that they have, I don't know. Because every time you contact the support, it always costs you. They always want to charge you extra for doing something that every other server provider gives you for nothing. Right, Drunsy. I'll be finishing in a couple of minutes myself. I was going to finish at 11 o'clock, or after 10, 11, but it's 11:15 now, so finish putting these bales away.
No, Drunsy.
Good night, Ramsey.
I'll say I'm doomed up to read your story. Oh, I just remembered.
Hmm.
Did Max say bin just now?
Bin.
Yeah.
Albin, yeah.
Hey! There's a name I haven't seen around the Twitch in a little bit. How you doing, Albin?
He's been on holiday. He's been out in Italy with his sister.
Nice.
I think he's gone AFK because he hasn't messaged for a while, so he's probably gone AFK.
Ah, professional lurker.
I think
Right.
that'll do for tonight. Everything.
Okay, one last question before you finish your stream. I can't speak French. Should I go on a French server and see how far I get?
Well, we could do, yeah. Just going bonjour, bonjour.
Hello, my little garlic munchie.
If we're going going bonjour, bonjour, and the guy's going back, go au revoir.
Yeah.
Right, back in a minute now.
Microphone muted. Sound muted.
Right, let's save the game there. I saved the game, I can't remember if I saved the game, I think I did. Just make sure. Right, we'll put the ending screen up. Put the countdown timer up as well. And I hope you've enjoyed. There was quite a few watching earlier. The Loopy Penguin, how you doing? Anyway, I will be here tomorrow, but I'm not 100% sure what I'm streaming tomorrow. I might stream my summer car. I haven't got a clue how to freaking play it. I haven't got a clue what to do in it. We're just figuring out how to drive a car in it. We'll drive the truck you spawn with. So anyway, I'm going to shoot off now because I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning again, because I'm now extremely tired. I've got a headache as well, so I will catch you all tomorrow. Good night, God bless, and see you all later.